is up, Movie Masters? Welcome back to a new video. Today we are going to be I just got out of the theater on I don't know how to start this. Why do I not know how to start this review? Let me try again. I just got out of the theater for Elemental. That's what we're going to be reviewing today. We're going to be reviewing Disney and Pixar's Elemental. Elemental tells the story of Ember. It's Ember and Wade. As Ember's shop. I'm trying to figure out how to do this without any spoilers. Ember's parents' shop is getting shut down, and Ember and Wade must work together, sort of, to make sure it doesn't get shut down. While at it, figuring out that elements could they mix, or is that the way I could do it? Is that the way? I don't know. I never know how to speak. Let me just say this: it's Disney Pixar's rom-com. So there we go. That should explain things. You know, people are bashing this movie online all the time. You know, the trailers weren't really good at advertisement apparently, and you know they were just like, ugh, this does not look like Pixar. This looks like crap. Well, I always thought I'm gonna enjoy this movie. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna like it. I bet. I'm gonna prove them wrong. And after seeing the movie, okay, so it's not great, but it's not bad. This is Pixar at its best right now, because it doesn't have a lot of good movies out right now. Except for Luca. I freaking love Luca. Why'd you have to dump it off Disney Plus? If you don't believe I love Luca, let me show you something. One day I'm gonna rate this movie. One day. I'm a sucker for water in animated movies. I'm a sucker for it. Anyways, before I begin, make sure you guys like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell. If you guys want some more movie reviews, we got a couple movie ideas coming out soon, like my new movie Pizza Guy, and I got some updates on my other movies, videos I've made. I can't talk, guys. I'm sorry. And a Goldilocks and the Three Bears casting video too. If you don't know what I mean, go watch my Goldilocks and the Three Bear movie idea. Then you'll understand. But enough of me talking. Let's get into this review for Elemental. Not Luca. Elemental. Like I said, when the trailers first started coming out, people were like,
amazing animation, but this could be bad. This could be bad.
And I don't see why. I'm guessing like because it's like no villain and no real point to the story except love and racials and whatever. But to me, I always looked at this movie and like, this is some amazing animation. I'm so gonna see this. And the story itself, I was like, okay, this is interesting. I'm interested. I'll see it. But I'm gonna be honest, what mostly pulled me in is that animation. It just looks so freaking beautiful. Pixar is always outdoing themselves. And you know, after seeing the movie, I can kind of see what people were talking about. Like, there's no real villain of the story, and it's all just some random stuff, kind of. Let me try to figure out a way to explain this without spoilers. So this is basically a Disney and Pixar rom-com. I don't remember seeing any rom-coms. I don't think I saw a movie. I probably did in the past, but I don't know if it counts as a rom-com. So I can't tell which ones are rom-coms. But this is a Disney and Pixar one. It's got those classic parts to a rom-com where they fall in love, but they're part of different cultures. They can't love each other. They break up. I hate you. You hate me. We hate each other. We're a hate family, and you know, get back together. You know, it's got those classic parts. Am I gonna say which ones are in this, or if there's a different ending to that rom-com? No, because that counts as a spoiler. So, you know, I'll just say this: classic parts for rom-com. Check. And it's got some of these kind of stereotypes with the elements, like water. You know, it's water, so they cry a lot. First off, that was just so annoying. And then and fire. They're angry. Fire is angry. It's raging. Plants. It's really air and land. Earth. Earth. It's earth. That don't really get those little stereotypes. But the water and fire thing, it's a lot. But I'm just ranting off. Let me go into, first off, my positive. First positive of the movie, 100%, is this animation. It is so freaking beautiful, even if you hate the movie. I bet you have to agree. It's some good animation, okay? It's some very good animation. Pixar is always trying to outdo themselves with the animation department, and just the way they do with like the fire, it looks so 2D, and then all this other stuff. Like when I saw, there's a clip online of a plant kid trying to get Ember on a date with him, and I just see a 3D, 2D, not 2D, 3D model with like a 2D animation model. Because fire, it looks 2D. This earth looks like some classic, not classic, modern animation sort of before Spider-Man. And water. So much fun about water. It's so cool. It's so cool in my opinion. Air could be better, but it doesn't get much screen time. So animation, biggest positive. It's absolutely amazing. It really is. Especially with the water. Just like the thing they do with Wade's hair, or the bubbles in Wade. It's so beautiful. Chef's kiss. Chef's freaking kiss right there. Next positive is Ember and Wade's relationship. You really can see from the beginning, I guess how they start to fall in love, because it's not normal at the beginning, because they're raised to say, water and fire, we are enemies, we fight each other. So of course they're not really going to be friends with each other at the beginning. But then through the course of the movie, you see them fall in love more and more and more, and you get a whole montage of this stuff, and it's like awkward but cringy, but fun. And you do wonder, because in the trailers it makes it like you can't touch each other, elements cannot mix. And then, just like you kind of wonder when they're dating. It's just a random thing. You kind of wonder when they're dating, how is this gonna work? What's gonna happen when they touch each other? Because they build it up to like some big reveal or something like that. I gotta talk about that in spoilers. I honestly really want to talk about that when they touch each other. It's the highlight of the movie, really. Their relationship. That's literally the highlight of the movie and why this movie exists. Their relationship, and I really enjoy it. Another positive is the characters themselves. We have not really any bad guys, just elements. Just elements, that's it. Fire, even though it looks like from the trailers that the dad is gonna be this bad dad, like,
so I'm going to take my daughter, alright, try this spicy food, but see what happens to you.
but really, in reality, in the movie, he's a nice guy. He looks out for his family, and there's a bigger story to this than the trailer says. And the mother, like a water guy? You'll be surprised with what she says in the movie. And so is Wade's family. Like, it's all just so amazing, honestly. The characters, each and every one of them have a personality, and you just can't help but smile, sort of, when good things are just, like, this type of stuff happens, I guess. It's really good. It's really good. Not a single bad character, in my opinion. I will say this, Wade at the beginning, he's the type of character that will make you go, oh my god, I already hate this character already, from the way he's introduced. But through the movie, you'll be like, I feel for this man. I feel for him. Amazing character. But at the beginning, you're gonna be annoyed with him, probably. You're definitely gonna be annoyed with him. Another positive is how Element City itself. The way they do all this stuff, the way things work, like when they get off of boats, or just playing a basketball game, or just anything like that. It's just so amazing on how everything works. It looks so beautiful, and whatever you look at, there's probably going to be something anywhere on the screen that'll catch your eye, like, ooh, amazing. when they're in Element City, of course. It really is good, and I don't know how to explain it. It's really good, and I enjoyed it, and there's a lot of positives to say. But like I said, it's not great. So let's go into, sadly, the first negative of the movie, in my opinion, the story. It's a classic Disney and Pixar It's a classic rom-com. It's, got the elements. The plot is really predictable, and you'll just see where everything is going. Once everything is said, you're gonna be like, all right, I already know what's gonna happen now. I'm just gonna guess this. Boom, you're right. It's really predictable. Another thing is the water. Like I said, I love Wade. He was actually my favorite character, mostly because of the animation and just the character himself. It's so amazing. But the water people, like I said, there's these stereotypes technically with fire, angry, and Wade is water, so water, crying, and I don't know what you guys think about it, but it was really annoying to me whenever they were crying. The fact that they do that whole thing, there's a TV spot where they say, let's play the crying game, and I'm just like, oh my god, please, no. And guess what? They do it. The crying is really annoying. I could have gone without it. I could have gone without that stereotype. And the anger in Ember, I think I saw someone else saying it's kind of a random thing, it doesn't really matter much. But in my opinion, it kind of does matter, because it does kind of start off this movie, I guess. And it does become kind of a problem, but it could have been handled better. I guess that's what I'm saying. It could have been handled better, but in my opinion, it worked. It worked out well, the way they explain it. Another negative, or mixed, really, is this pipe. There's this story on a pipe, and that's kind of the conflict of the movie. We spent too much time on it, more time than we probably should have in this movie, but I didn't think it was bad or all, but I do think we spent a little bit too much time on this pipe storyline, and could have been just like a side plot or something like that. I don't know. Just take it the pipe. Replace it with something else. Though I understand if they did that, then we kind of technically wouldn't have a movie, so forget what I said then. And a big negative is not the characters. I already said that's a positive. But a couple characters. For one, we have that TV spot of clip of Ember and a Earth kid, and that kid, I swear, his script must have been like 1 page long. He is not in this movie for long. You get like 1, 2 scenes with him, and then at the end, of course, and just like this, well, that script must not have been hard to learn, because it was a short script. He is not in this movie for long. And this one girl named Gail, she's in it for longer, definitely. She's definitely in this for longer, but she's also not really a character that has a main focus. She kind of is, really, technically, but she's barely in this movie too. She's in enough of it, though, to say that's fine. And it really is focused on water and fire. Like, earth and air, it's all ignored, really. It gets some parts, but, like, earth will basically not exist. And air, I got some parts. That's basically, because it's more of a water and fire movie, really, at the end of the day. And one more negative on my mind is, it's kind of racial, because, let's just say this, I'm not trying to be racist, I'm trying to say this in the most respectable way I can. I'm gonna stop myself right here, because, everything I say at this point, with the little racial thing, I actually get wrong, and I didn't realize it, and, because after I was done, I checked out some more reviews, and they explained it a lot better. I was like, oh, that's how I explain it, okay. So this is how you really explain it. Water is like, I guess, I don't want to say normal people, but it's like the boring, regular people. And then fire is like the whole, immigrants thing with, you even got this fire town and like Chinatown and stuff like that. So
I would say maybe, would it be Asians? Would that be racist to say Asians? I don't think so. And just immigrants situation. So that's how they treat it with the racial part. Water is these regular people, and then fire is immigrants. That's how you explain it. The way I said it before, I didn't explain it right, but you're not gonna hear me say it because I said it completely wrong. So I'm just gonna cut this part out and replace it with this. And yeah, that's kind of it.
Because at the end of the day, this is a classic Pixar film. It's back. It's a better film than the ones we recently got. So let's get into the ratings, shall we? So for action, I'm gonna give action like maybe 2 stars, maybe 2.5. If you would count what I think is action as action, then I would say like 2.5 stars. But really, in my opinion, it's 2 stars. You don't get a lot of action. You get like water running and fire running and just like crap like that. And I don't see that as action. So 2.5 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars. Not much action. It's not an action film. It's a rom-com. For comedy, I didn't laugh much. I did not laugh much, and that's definitely because of the crying. I was like, just had my face really. So it wasn't really funny. So I'll give comedy like, let's give it more than action. Let's give it 2.5 stars. There's some funny moments, and I do remember being like, okay, that was funny. I didn't laugh out loud at any scenes, but there was some funny parts. So let's just give it 2.5 stars, I guess. For drama, we'll give drama like 3.5 stars. There's a story with Ember and her father, Wade and Ember, and I guess Wade himself. He keeps bringing out this story, and it's kind of dramatic. And it's got those classic rom-com parts. So I gotta say, maybe 3.5 stars because it all is kind of dramatic, and they do a good job of it, in my opinion. Especially with Ember, she does a really good job with drama. So 3.5 stars. Horror, 0 stars. There is nothing to scare you in this film. You can take your child to this and be like, yep, I trust you 100%. Nothing is bad is gonna happen in this movie. Well, maybe half a star. There's this one scene with Gale, and maybe little kids be like, I love you, Daddy. But seriously, 0 stars. And then for suspense, like I said, the ending is predictable. It's all predictable. In my opinion, the only thing that's not predictable is when they touch each other. Like this. So I will say that this gets like I guess 2.5 stars. 2.5 stars. Let's go 2.5 stars. It's really predictable, and you kind of see where things go. But there's other parts like, that's cool. That's cool, and you won't kind of expect it, sort of. So 2.5 stars suspense. At the end of the day, in my personal opinion, I really enjoyed this film. I have no regrets seeing this film. It was classic Pixar, and I missed that so much. And I would say, personally for me, 7.5, but I'm a sucker for the animation. So 8 out of 10, and I would say this is a movie you own. It's not, for a lot of people, I bet it's going to be like, it's something you watch in theaters, or something you just rent. But in my personal opinion, I really enjoyed this film. I had an amazing time. Saw it by myself for once. That felt good. That felt good. And I really freaking enjoyed this film. And, everything about it. I just really enjoyed it. So, an 8 out of 10 for me. And I think you should own the film. Definitely not great. But, it's good, in my opinion. So, go check it out. That's my advice for you. But anyways, guys, that was my review for Elemental. What do you guys think about it? Leave a comment down below. What do you guys think about the movie? No spoilers. Save that for the spoiler review, which I will try to make before the end of July. I don't know when, but before the end of July, because I'm definitely seeing this movie again. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you all next time. Peace out.